Good morning. It's the 13th of May, and welcome to our COVID update for today. We're going to jump right into the local numbers and see where we stand for Pinellas County and the rest of the state. Here in Florida, we're up to 41,923 cases. It's pretty consistently going up between 1,000 and 2,000 cases a day. Went up a little more than 1,500 over the last 24 hours, and our fatalities are 1,779. Here in Pinellas County, we continue to have real positive numbers. We have 909 cases with 62 deaths. Our deaths only went up a few overnight, and our case increase continues to decline. In Pasco County, they are at 302 with still only 6 fatalities. And here in the United States, 1,370,000 cases, and our fatalities jumped by a couple of thousand to 82,000. So as America is beginning to open up and people are going out and about, we're going to see a continuance of both the increase in the number of new cases and the number of fatalities as people succumb to the virus. We are in day 10 of phase 1, and the governor is expected to have additional announcements later this week on Friday in terms of what he plans to do for phase 2 and when we might expect for him to enter phase 2. Hospitalizations in Pinellas County are at 276 with only 16 in our zip code 33759. We've been at 15, 16 for almost 2 weeks. So here in Pinellas County, we very clearly have plateaued, and we have a consistent, over an extended period of time, a consistent showing of no new hospitalizations. So that's really encouraging news for Pinellas County. I'm going to turn to Leslie, who will give us an update on the community situation. Leslie?
Thank you, Brant. So here at Regency Oaks, we currently have 15 residents that are on quarantine. One of them was due to COVID-19. Our patient 0, who is now negative, was returning. Our patient 0 has returned back from the hospital because they are now safe and COVID negative. They were greeted yesterday with a hero's welcome from our staff and our residents, cheering them back home and welcoming them home. Again, they are COVID negative, but they will be isolating for 14 days, quarantined in their apartment just for precaution. Currently, we have no staff that are being quarantined for COVID, and we currently have no residents in independent living or staff that are being tested or any other confirmed cases here at Regency Oaks.
All right, thank you, Leslie. Good numbers. We'll continue to track that. For the rest of the day, I know we were really heavy on the statistics on Monday's presentation. So today we thought it might be fun to do a couple of educational videos. Leslie is going to talk to us about how you safely go out, shop at Publix, and bring groceries home. And then George has a presentation on the use of laundry machines. So I hope you enjoy both of these educational videos, and we're going to change sets and be right back with you.
Hello, I'm Leslie Haas, your Resident Services Director here at Regency Oaks, and I will be demonstrating for you today how to properly handle your groceries from when you're returning back from the grocery store. So first, you want to make sure that you wash your hands for at least 20 seconds when you return from the grocery store. Make sure to have a designated area for your unsanitized grocery bags to go to. So now we'll take out our different type of groceries that we need to make sure that we clean, which all of them will need to be cleaned. So we have your produce, your boxed items, as well as your glass and plastic. If you are using a disposable bag, just throw it away. During these times of COVID, do not keep them. So make sure that you throw them away. If you are using a reusable bag, make sure to clean it with hot water and soap, or if you have a multi-purpose cleaner, to spray them down and let them dry out. If you want more specific instructions for your specific reusable bag, make sure to read the tag on the inside, just like a piece of clothing as you clean them. So for sanitizing any type of produce that you have, you want to make sure, wash them just like your hands, using water and soap, and rinsing them and washing them with the soap for at least 20 seconds. Once you are done, you will place them in your other area that's been designated as your sanitized grocery area. So once you are done and they've been sanitized for 20 seconds with the water and soap, place them there to dry. For your other products that you have that you can use underwater as well, you can, for the plastic or glass, you have two options. You can use your water and soap tube, or you have multi-purpose cleaner. Could be a spray, could be a wipe that you can use. So you can also use them with your canned products. Once you have sanitized them down with your multi-purpose cleaner, wipe them down thoroughly. Again, place them in your designated sanitized area. Now for boxes that are cardboard, maybe a wax product, you probably don't want to run them under the water, so make sure that you are using, again, your multi-purpose cleaner by spraying them down and wiping them, and again, and placing them in your sanitized area. So the biggest thing is to remember to have your unsanitized area and then your sanitized area. So once everything has been cleaned and over in your sanitized area, throw away all your paper towels, or if you're using a towel, make sure you wash it properly, but dispose of your paper towels. And then sanitize your unsanitized designated area to make sure that now everything has been cleaned. And then lastly, just like we begun, wash your hands for 20 seconds with soap and water to thoroughly clean everything. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm going to give you a quick class on the new washing machines that are located throughout the campus. They're more complicated than the old ones, so I just want to give you a quick class to let you know not to hit all the buttons. There are certain buttons that work, and then if you aren't patient, you're going to overload the machine, and then you're going to abandon it, and the next person's going to come and put their stuff in the middle of a cycle, and they're going to say their clothes aren't clean. So we're going to go through how to use the machine. Go over to the top. Can you zoom in on the... Okay, so on the new wash machines, you'll see a load size. Leave it on precise fill. What that will do is no matter how much clothes you put in here, it's going to put the precise amount of water that it needs to clean your clothes. So we're going to open it up. We're going to put our clothes in. We're going to put our soap in. Bleach is on the side. And then your softener goes in the middle. We close it. It's going to turn on. This one's already running, so you don't have to hit any other buttons. It's all ready to go. It's going to run through, and the light's going to light up for what cycle it's in. If we start hitting buttons or raising the lid, this has a computer that will get overloaded and it'll shut down. So we put it in, we let it run for the whole cycle, and that's all we need to do. It has the same things as before. It has, you can pick your medium colors, your whites, casuals. You can pick your water temperature. The only thing I want you to do is leave it on precise fill so that it knows exactly how much water to use. It doesn't have the selection. It has a sensor that's going to automatically know how much water it needs based off your clothes. So again, we're going to open it up. We're going to put our clothes in. We're going to put our soap in. Our fabric softener goes here in the middle. Bleach here on the end. Close the lid. It's going to start running just like this one is. And again, it has all these things. You can pick your temperature, your soil level, your colors, second rinse, and if you have stains that you're trying to treat, it has settings for tomato, dirt, grass, and wine. So if you have any of those types of stains, this will fix those for you. But again, you don't have to do anything else. Just put all your clothes in, put your soap in. The thing's gonna start running. It's gonna automatically know how much water to use for your load. We're gonna do a quick recap. So I'm gonna take my stuff, I'm gonna put it in. I'll put my soil clothes in, my not so soil clothes in. I'm gonna put my soap in. If I need bleach, I'm gonna put it in the side. Fabric softener goes in the middle. I'm gonna close the lid, and then I'm gonna select everything I wanna do. Remember, I'm gonna leave it on precise fill. I'm gonna pick my colors or whites, water temperature, and then all I have to do is hit the start button or play button. It looks like it has a little play button on it, and that's it. Remember, once you have it in, you don't need to pull the lid open. It's gonna go through all the cycles. You never have to open the lid until it's all the way through. Thank you and have a great job and keep up the great work.